And we've got a panel, a fantastic panel on board for this very, very important coverage. Let me go across to Mr. Brahma Chellaney. Mr. Chellaney, if you can hear me, a very good morning from Washington, D.C. And it's very clear that a lot of eyes are on this very historic meeting between Donald Trump and Narendra Modi. What are your expectations, really? Because a lot of talk about the American president giving out the reciprocal hint. Do you really think that there will be talks, but there will also be a reciprocity, like, as I said, a reciprocal hint from India as well? It's going to be business first, but it's going to be on equal terms. Sir.
The relationship with the U.S. is the most important relationship for India. This relationship is critical to India's economic and military security. When Trump was in office in his first term, that probably was the best period in U.S.-India ties for several reasons. First, the Trump administration gave India the pride of place in its new Indo-Pacific strategy. Trump also revived the long-dormant Quad in 2017, with very first year of his first term. And more importantly, in relation to India's two regional adversaries, China and Pakistan, Trump in his first term undertook fundamental shifts in American policy. In relation to China, he not only abandoned the 45-year American policy that began with Richard Nixon and continued until Barack Obama was in the White House. That policy was to aid China's economic rise. He abandoned that policy, and in its place, he identified China as a rival and a threat. And in relation to Pakistan, he again shifted American policy. The coddling of Pakistan that had happened under successive U.S. presidents came to an end. He cut off all security assistance to Pakistan, saying that Pakistan was not ending its links with terrorist groups. So that was the high period in the U.S.-India relationship. But then came Joe Biden, and under Joe Biden, there were strains that emerged, especially after the Ukraine war. India's neutrality in the Ukraine war was just the beginning of a series of disputes and differences that arose during the Biden presidency. So Modi's visit now, so early on in Trump's second term, is largely an effort to mend ties with the U.S., to restore the momentum in this relationship that we saw in Trump's first term. And given the personal rapport between Trump and Modi, one can expect that this relationship will revive. It'll revive despite Trump's desire to impose tariffs. And in fact, India will be affected by his reciprocal tariffs. And certainly the steel and aluminum tariffs that he has imposed have also hit India.